Hello and welcome to another update video about Doge. Doge has not yet broken above a resistance and could easily form one more low. That being said, I mentioned in previous updates that cryptocurrency charts sometimes like to form 3-wave moves to the downside only instead of 5-wave movements to the downside. So sometimes after a 3-wave move down, the low can be in. That would need to be proven further, however, for example, by a break above resistance. That's not happened yet, okay? So, because we still consolidate or hold below resistance, we can at least watch for one more low. Doesn't mean it has to happen. It means we can watch for one more low. We have to be prepared for it. Or if I want to, we can say it a different way. There is no confirmation a low has formed, right, at this stage. So that would require minimally a break above resistance, which is now in line with the previous swing high here that formed on Friday around 35 cents. So if we get a reversal above that level, could very well be a low is in and we're moving higher to round about 60 cents. For now, the next Fibonacci support is located at 25 cents. And if we zoom out a little bit, do we have the... No, we have the other support area on the daily chart. We can take a look at that in a minute. In case the price breaks below 25 cents, what would be next support below that? We can take a look at that. For now, I see this here as an ABC structure to the downside after a third wave from the top. End of November, around the 23rd. This here is now a correction, which, yeah, looks like it needs another low, right? That's why I highlighted here after a B wave top, wave 1 to the downside, wave 2 to the upside. All of this would be a third wave down. Again, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That works out quite well, really. This here would be a fourth wave bounce. Yeah. And we have no overlap with wave 1. There is no overlap with wave 1. So that we don't want that in a downside impulse. So it could very well be that now this fifth wave is unfolding, right? That's a typical ABC structure where the C wave would be a 5-wave pattern. But please note, if it's a WXY structure, I can bring that onto the chart as well. Then it's wave WXY. Just in white, the low could already be in. And then the Y wave is in itself an ABC structure. Okay, but you never know, right? So that's the uncertainty that we're dealing with in the markets. And therefore, we need to see, first of all, a 5-wave move up from a low. That's the first indication. A 3-wave corrective pullback, which might be underway now, that forms a higher low. If it's forming a higher low, then we are watching for a break above the last high, and that would be a confirmation that a low has formed. And if this then forms another larger 5-wave move, we have even more confirmation. So that's what we're watching for at the moment. Support is to be found probably at 25 cents. That said, I can't confirm its support yet. Yesterday there was an interesting question in one of the comments, not necessarily a Doge video, but someone asked the price. Yeah, it was about Fibonacci support, and how can you say it's support? The price is going through these Fibonacci levels. Well, that's correct. It's not support until the price really finds support, but they are possible support, potential support, Fibonacci levels where sentiment can change, right? That's what we're watching, and we know which wave type should lead to or let's say if the wave count is correct, we know where the price should react to keep the wave count alive, right? These levels represent let's say a roadmap. They are the parameters within which the market should move to keep a certain scenario alive. That's really what it is. Yeah, they are mathematical representations of market sentiment. That's what I sometimes like to say. It's pretty accurate because it tells us where buyers might step in, and where the sentiment can shift. And a certain pattern, an Elliott wave pattern, has a certain, let's say, level of sentiment. And if we break out of this pattern, then something's changing. And the roadmap will change as well. And we have to adjust to keep an edge in the market. Yeah, so I think that gives us a good idea of which levels to watch. A lot will be decided probably in the next few hours, how the next week is going to be. Market currently facing some selling pressure, but key levels are still holding across the sector. And market is approaching a key levels. Solana, for example, getting down to the golden ratio level. Bitcoin moves down into support. So the weekly candle close typically leads to some volatility, and that is what is happening right now. That's the update about Doge. Hope you liked the update. If you did, please hit the like button, leave a comment and subscribe. And if you really like the content, then please check out the channel membership. Also, make sure that you follow us on Instagram and Twitter for additional content. Thanks a lot for watching. Bye-bye.